Swarkston Bridge, Derbyshire. It's lovely, isn't it? This is the southernmost point that a Scottish army has ever come in England. Legend has it that Bonnie Prince Charlie got here, took one look at the East Midlanders and the English army and knew that there was no way he was ever going to get past. But you know, like Scotland, the East Midlands doesn't always get the recognition it deserves at a national or international level. And that's made me think, might it be worth the East Midlands going for independence? An independent Kingdom of the East Midlands. Sounds good, doesn't it? But why would we want to be independent? And who are we anyway? Most people, and that includes most East Midlanders, don't really know. Listen to this. This is from a tourist board survey made by the East Midlands Tourist Board, which doesn't exist anymore, from a few years ago. Respondents summed up the East Midlands as follows. Industrial, built up, heavily populated, busy, no countryside, uninteresting, nothing there, not touristy, unromantic. It's obviously not true. But why do people have this idea about us? And how can we change it? The first thing we do, of course, is take control of the M1. Charge a toll at either end, bring the country to its knees and make a fortune. Although we're the Midlands, and therefore by definition midland, we need a coastline. So let's make a grab for Skegness. That way we'd have an excellent source of fish, so we'd be a healthy nation, and also there would be somewhere to go on holiday. A week's holiday in Skegness every summer. That would be obligatory, by the way. And how about jobs? We've got everything an independent nation needs, you know. We've got vast mineral resources for a start. We could reopen the pits. And I bet you didn't know this. North Nottinghamshire is rich in oil and shale gas across the whole of the East Midlands. Let's get fracking. And how about reopening all the knitwear factories? There was a time, you know, when nobody in England had anything to wear but for the clothing we made. There are some great candidates for head of state too. From Derbyshire we could have Robert Lindsay. From Leicestershire, Gary Lineker, King Gary. And from Nottinghamshire, Rebecca Adlington, Queen Rebecca. As for the vexed issue of currency, we wouldn't bother with the pound or the euro. Instead, we'd revive the medieval ducat, but we'd give it a local twist. We call it the duck. How about that, my duck? And of course, we'd need a proper national flag. Now, what's really distinctive about the Midlands is that it's in the middle. So I thought we could have a design that was all middle and no edges. I don't know how it would look, but we'll work it out. As for national dress, that's easy. So there you have it. Politically, economically, culturally, the East Midlands already has everything it needs to be its own country. Which means that the next time a Scottish army arrives at this bridge, it's going to need to show its passport if it wants to get into the independent kingdom of the East Midlands.